Hey guys, it's Q Talks, back with another video and your source for music reviews, topics, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so I'm back with you with another story time. I said story time. Okay, so this is a story about my first time doing LSD. Okay, so it all started like this. My girl, she said that she had some LSD on her, and at the time when she said that, I was still not too sure if I wanted to even try psychedelics. I researched it for years before this. That's the funny part about it, but I still wasn't too sure. She said she had LSD, and at first I was telling her like, I don't know, I'm kind of good on that right now. And that was around like mid-summertime. You know, the conversation about the LSD came up again later down the line, and pretty much what happened was she was telling me like it's gonna probably dissolve, or it's not gonna be worth anything. It's not gonna be good by December. So she had to use it pretty soon. So my birthday was October 13th. Happy belated birthday to me. Yay. My birthday was October 13th, and she was saying, yeah, like I'm going to use it before December is up. So I was like, you know what? This might be my only time to ever run into LSD. I did so much research. I guess it's time to see for myself instead of just reading and watching. You can visually see it with your own eyes. So I told her, you know what? I'll do it. At first we didn't decide my birthday. I was like, I'll eventually do it. Then the time around my birthday started to come. She was like, all right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get an Airbnb. We're gonna get a nice area so we can have a nice scenery and have a nice spot for you to be in for your first trip, so it can be a great trip. So I'm like, all right, cool. So she gets an Airbnb. We get there not on my birthday, because my birthday was on a Sunday, and we went the Wednesday before my birthday, or Tuesday for my birthday rather. So we went to Tuesday for my birthday. It was a really nice Airbnb. If you're from the Chicago area, you would know the South Loop. That's where I was at. And you know, it's downtown, it's beautiful, all types of views out there. Anyway, we get in there. It's a really nice Airbnb. We get in there, we talk to them, put our stuff down. The place was beautiful. You know, my girl actually got me gifts and stuff like that. So it was really, really nice, and I love her. Thank you, baby. Wow. We pretty much, you know, kick it for the rest of the day or whatever. So the next day, the following day, that's the big day, Wednesday. We decide, okay. Well, no, first let me back up. We actually wake up, and when I wake up, I'm kind of terrified. I'm excited, terrified, anxious. I'm everything in one ball. So I'm like, fuck, here we go. Today is the day. So we wake up. My girl is like, you know what? Let's wash up. Let's brush your teeth and stuff. We'll cook breakfast, and then we're gonna get this party started. So I'm like, all right, cool. Say less. Go in the bathroom. I go brush my teeth. Go wash up, whatever. She does her thing. Then she goes to cook. You know, she makes some good little biscuits, some turkey sausage, has some apples. But the thing was, she didn't cook it and then like put it on a plate. So me and her had our own plates. She cooked it, put it on a plate for us to just, you know, if we wanted to, we could grab it. I'm pretty sure if I wanted to get a plate of it, I could, but I was just kind of excited and anxious, ready to go for this trip. So I get out the bathroom, she's done cooking, she pulls out a Ziploc bag. So she pulls out the Ziploc bag, and you see this like, let me see, I got nothing to compare it to, but it was a pretty small like square, and it was four small tabs on that shit. So I was thinking like, oh damn, like these really are small. So she ends up cutting them with some scissors, and she gives me mine. Now, at first, prior to that, I was going to take two, but after talking to a couple people and stuff, and they kind of talked me out of it, which I wish I'd never listened to them. I only took 1.5. So she cut it enough for me to have 1.5, and she took 2 because it's her second time and she wanted to experience it better. I put it in my hand, and I heard that if you put it on you, you touch it, it can still activate regardless. So at that point, when I already had it in my hand, there was no time to pump fake and be like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't do it. It was too late already. It was in my hand. So I said, fuck it, popped it in my mouth. I was like, okay, ain't no going back from this. There's no going back. So I'm sitting there with it in my mouth, and then boom, I was like, oh shit, I left my speaker outside in the car, and I want to listen to music while we tripping. So I asked her, like, yeah, is this gonna activate while I go down to go get my speaker? Because we were on the 16th floor. So I didn't know how long it was gonna take. I had to hop on the elevator, then walk to the parking lot, and it was a parking garage, and you had to do all this shit through elevators. So I didn't know really when it was gonna activate. Even though I read like 45 minutes to an hour, that's when you could expect it. But I don't know. So I go, she said, yeah, you're fine, you should be good. I go downstairs, get my speaker, and I'm sitting on this elevator with this tab in my mouth with like all these people about to get ready to go to work, and they don't even know that I'm about to be in this bitch tripping. So I go on the elevator, we're going down, whatever. I go out the back way to go to get my speaker. I come back up, and as soon as I come back up, my girl is like, yeah, I'm starting to come on to me. So I'm like, oh shit, here we go. Like, if she's starting to feel it, I'm about to start feeling it in a minute. We sat in the kitchen for a second. We walked back to the bed. We just sat on the bed. So the way the bed was positioned was like your feet were facing out this way, and then it was 3 paintings right above you. Not above you, but facing your way forward. So it's 3 paintings. And me and her were just kind of just sitting in the bed. I had music playing. I actually made an LSD playlist. That didn't matter, but I'll get to why that didn't matter. So we end up sitting here looking at the paintings. I'm like, cool. And slowly, I see one of the paintings. Like, it was like a painting with, I think, 3 squares. It had 3 something. And like, you could just see the squares just start to get animated a little bit, just popping, like one getting small, one getting big, one getting small. Like, it was actually moving. The picture was moving. I was like, oh shit, that's cool. And I looked on top of the ceiling. I seen the little patterns popping up, and I'm like, oh shit, this is getting crazy now. So about like every minute that was going past, more shit was happening, and I was like, whoa. And my girl, she must have did this like with her hands and all that shit, and you could see like the little strides, and it was like, and then it got to a point where I started to get a little like, can you stop doing that? So she laughed, stopped doing it or whatever. But it, like, every minute that went past, like, it just kept going, and then it got stronger. And we were listening to the LSD playlist, but I started to get, like, I couldn't vibe with it. Like, I wasn't feeling the songs that were on there. So I was like, fuck it, I want to listen to some Travis fucking Scott. I put Highest in the Room on, and at that time, the song had just came out like a week before the trip. So I was like, oh shit, might as well put some new Travis on. Highest in the Room, and we really fucking high. We weren't even really high. I don't even know how to explain it. But I put Highest in the Room on. Oh my God, that song was so fucking dope. That song was hands down one of the best songs, at least when you tripping on acid, that I heard. When I was changing, like, cause I was like, I want to listen to more Travis Scott. So the song was going off or whatever. While I opened my phone, and it was crazy. I opened my phone. My phone was crazy. I opened my phone, and like the borders of my phone, like you could see it like shaking almost. It was like it wasn't real. So it was shaking, and you could see like black borders, and then my phone, you could see the borders of my phone shaking like it was black borders over that. So I was like, what the fuck? I was, going to Spotify, like, cause you could still do things. Like, you could still do things off acid, and you won't be like tripping or nothing. I mean, you are tripping, but you won't be like acting crazy. So I'm looking at my phone, all my apps are like, you know, when you click your apps and you about to delete one and they all dancing, they were like that, but they were popping big and small, big and small. So I clicked the Spotify app, that bitch enhanced, like it got big as fuck, boom. I'm looking at shit to pick, and it was, I'm not gonna lie, it kinda got hard to pick a song, cause I was just amazed about all the fucking shit I was seeing on my phone, like, is this shit real? So, I swiped down, type in Travis, put Travis Astroworld on. I like Astroworld. I thought it was a really good album when it first came out. But when you trip, I'm recommending you trip with this album if you are into Travis Scott or if you are into rap anyway. Put Astroworld on. That was single-handedly the best album I could have put on for my trip. It was so good that I listened to that album 10 to 12 times in a fucking row. I don't think you're hearing me. 10 to 12 times the same album over and over and over and over. It got to a point where I was like, I don't want to annoy my girl with playing the same album over and over. But she was cool with it. She was like, whatever, if that's helping you enjoy your trip, I'm fine with it. That's cool. Put that on. My goodness. I was in that motherfucker turned up. Sicko Mode, I got so tired of Sicko Mode. I heard that shit so much. Sober Me is kind of like whatever. Sicko Mode, I can still vibe to it. It's cool. But Tripping Me, oh my God, that was my favorite song. That was my favorite fucking song, dog. I was in that bitch. She in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it through the band. I was in there going crazy. And every time that song came on, I was dancing to that shit. No fucks given. So, we in there, we tripping, we having a good old time. My girl actually was tripping. I feel like she was tripping harder than me. I was tripping hard, but she was definitely on a different type of trip. Like, she went on the Raging Bull. I went on the motherfucking Batman, baby. Like, it was a different type of ride, you feel me? But she was saying like she had an alter ego, and honestly, I believe her because the way she was acting and the way I felt, it made me feel like it was definitely something other than us. Because I got to a point in the trip where I just pretty much kind of lost myself, like, of reality. Like, I still was, okay, this is how I'm gonna put it. It felt like I was in my body, but I took a passenger seat in my own body. So I got to experience what the LSD wanted to experience in a human's body, but it also got to show me what it wanted to show me. So it was like I was sightseeing in a different lens in my own body. And I'm not gonna lie, everything seemed super digital. Like, I felt like if you believe in the Matrix, my guy, you're definitely believing in the Matrix on LSD. You're gonna believe in the Matrix on LSD times 100, because everything seems so digitalized, everything has strides, dude, when I was dancing to Sicko Mode, the whole, like, it was like I was in the fisheye lenses. It was kind of like my vision was like that. It was like fisheye lens. When I was even looking at my girl, because we kept moving. We went from the bed to looking out the window, which was beautiful, and that was the main thing I was looking at. From looking at the roof, from going back to the kitchen, she even showered, shit like that. We pretty much were all over the place. And when she was talking to me in the kitchen, like the kitchen, like the counter was like inverted. Like, it was kind of like I said, a fisheye lens. And I could see her regular, but everything behind her was, you know, different. So I was trying to listen to what she was talking about. Plus, your mind is just racing. Like, I already got a mind that races a million miles per minute. But when you add LSD on top of that, your mind is already going to be racing a million miles per minute from that. So my mind was on 1 billion miles per minute. Actually, that shit doubled, tripled on my ass. And I could not focus. I wanted to listen to the song, I wanted to listen to my girl, and I wanted to listen to what the fuck was going on in my head. And I couldn't grasp any of these things. So I end up, enjoying. I'm enjoying my trip. Like, it started to get wild. Like, the first hour was kind of wild because I was like, God damn, I'm about to feel like this for 12 hours. Like, in the first hour, you feel like this shit is forever. The first 10 minutes, I thought we were doing it for an hour. Dude, it went from, what time was it? It was probably about 9:20, and then we look at the clock, and that shit was just turning 9:30. I was like, what the fuck? And we got stuck in time loops. Like, we kept saying the same shit over and over. Like, a whole bunch of different, like, it was so much different shit. And I'm sorry if the story seems like kind of all over the place, because it's kind of hard to remember. Because like I told you, I felt like I took a passenger seat in my own body. So even though I knew what happened. I know most of the shit that happened. But it's kind of hard to remember a lot of the shit because it was a 12-hour period. And on top of that, in the 12-hour period, it was so many different things going on. So things keep popping in my head. So when I'm telling you, it might be a little bit out of order, but most of this is in order. So back to the story. We're sitting there, and I kept looking out the window. Like, that was my favorite thing to look out of. Like, the window was mine, and she kept looking at the ceiling. So out the window was hella buildings. It was hella things going on. It was a busy Wednesday, It's Wednesday morning. People out and about doing what they got to do, getting their day done. It's a weekday. It's a work day. So we're sitting there. I'm looking out the window. I look at these buildings, and I'm looking at these trees and everything, and I'm like, man, this shit is so beautiful. Like, this shit was like HD. Like, this was 5K in your eyes. You feel me? You got 5K in your eyes, and your ears were high def hearing, so you felt like a fucking god, for real. So I'm just looking out at the city, and I'm just like, man, this shit's so beautiful. So my girl was like, you know what, you want to color? And you might say, like, what color? Like, what the fuck, are you 3 years old? But she had like some adult coloring books. So, I'm like, all right, fuck it. I opened this fucking book. As soon as I open it, I don't know if all the pages was like this, but I opened to a page, and that shit tripped me the fuck out. I was like, nope, not doing it. She died laughing. So I close it. I throw the book to the ground. But when I throw it to the ground, it looked like I threw it off of like a roof or some shit. Cause I was like, and then I look down, and like the ground is like, it looked kind of far away. So like, and I had a coloring pencil because I was about to color. I threw that to the ground too. Like, fuck this shit. I'm not coloring. I want to fucking listen to music and look outside. And she's like, all right, do your thing. So, I go back to looking outside, and I swear to you, I was looking outside for hours. And she decided, okay, I'm gonna go take a shower. And I didn't know she was taking a shower because she went to the bathroom, but she didn't say she was about to shower. And I'm sitting here listening to Stop Trying to Be God by Travis Scott and Stevie Wonder, of course. That song put me in like a really good mood. Like, I felt really good. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I like the song Sober, but like, I love the song Trippin'. Like, it was perfect. It made me really realize how beautiful everything was. And I was just like looking outside while the song was playing, and I couldn't even believe what the fuck I was seeing. Like, my brain had me zoning in on everything. I zoned in like 20 things in like a matter of 5 seconds. And it was kind of crazy. Like, I heard kids playing. Mind you, I'm on the 16th floor. I heard kids playing outside. Zoned in to where they were playing at. Seeing kids swinging on the swing. Zoned out. Zoned in to this dude walking his dog. And they were running across the street. Zoned out. But zoned in to these dudes on top of a roof doing construction. Zoned out. Zoned into these cars. I mean, I was zoning in and zoning out on so many things. And it felt like I had like a fucking auto lock system on. I was just like... So I'm like, whoa. And that was a little tripping me out because I'm like, God damn, how am I doing this? Pretty much, I had my, I was starting to get all on the mirror like this, and I'm like looking at shit like, it's so beautiful. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I open up the window thing, and this is just to let you know too, like, you're not gonna fucking want to kill yourself, nothing like that. I opened up the little window because it was one of them sliding little windows you can open up, and it wasn't no balcony, but it was kind of like almost a balcony. Like you could open it up and look over it, and there was like a railing right there or whatever. I was just like, whoa. And I'm looking outside. It's a beautiful day out. Like, I mean, there was no clouds. It was nice, sunny, blue skies. You seen the lake shore. You seen the view of the ocean. You seen people on boats. Like, it was just amazing. So, all that happens. She's still in the bathroom. I start to miss her. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was missing her so bad. Like, the music turned off. Wait, let me rewind. I forgot this part. I actually was like, fuck it. I'm about to record and see what the fuck, what I'll look like when I'm sober. So I record, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and put this recording at the end of this video so you guys can see. I record the video, and I'm like, hey guys, what's up? Like, this is I got a nice ass view. So I'm looking out, and I'm thinking like I'm, pointing the camera out to the view of what I got. So I actually looked back at the video, and you could see I did not point the camera outside. My eyes were pointing outside, and I don't know what, maybe I might have thought the camera was my eyes or some shit, and I decided, okay, well, look at the view, guys, look at the view, and the camera's down here and shit. I'm like, look at the view, look at the view, look at the view. I look back at it, and it was kind of funny. I like the video. I think I'm gonna keep it because even though it was random and it didn't matter, it was kind of cool. I ended up turning it off though early because the music stopped playing, and it did not feel right without music. Like, I don't think I could trip without music. Like, the music stopped playing for those couple of seconds, and I was just like, nah, I'm not feeling it. You can even hear it in the video. I'm like, I want the music back on. So I do that, put the music back on. I'm wondering if she's good, because she was, she was tripping hard. So I was just, the door was locked or whatever, or not even locked. It was just closed. So I knock on the door. I startled her a little bit. She's like, oh shit. And she's like, just open the door. Open the door. She's in the shower. And I'm like, okay, so you good? She's like, yeah, I'm just showering. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know you was about to shower. She was like, I didn't even know I was about to shower either. I let her go back showering and shit. I go back to looking out the window, enjoying that. I'm walking around grabbing some apple. Like, I grabbed an apple. Like, it was cut up apples. For some reason, it felt slimy. Like, it probably was juicy and just wet, but it felt so slimy. And I ate it, and it felt bendy. Like, it felt like I bit it, and like the juices just splattered all in my face type stuff. Pause. It kind of splattered in my face, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck? And every time I was eating, it wasn't even because I was hungry. It was just because I just wanted to chew some shit. So I'm chewing it. I'm like, cool. I'm vibing, I'm chilling. So at this time, around this time, the trip, because it starts off like this. You start plateauing, you go up, it's like a roller coaster. You go up, you get up to the top, and then you do that pretty much. So you going down the loop-de-loops and all that shit at the the height of the trip. And then it starts to, coast you. Like, you just start going on a, so it was like, it stayed at a stagnant level, and then you'll get these certain peaks where you just, you'll jump back up to that super trippy mode, but then you'll kind of peak down, you'll peak down. So it was pretty like weird. That's the only way I could put it. Like, it was weird. Like, it got to a point that I didn't even know like if life was gonna look normal again to me, and I was kind of cool with it. Like, I was like, whatever. And the funniest thing is, I didn't trip out the whole trip. Like, I was tripping, but I didn't act crazy. I didn't tweak. I didn't, oh my God, I'm about to jump off the roof. Nothing crazy like that, how they make it seem. I mean, I guess if your mind isn't at that level, then you would be like that. And I wasn't gonna be like that because I know what type of person I am. Like I said, I did get nervous, so I did go in there nervous with a weird mind state, but I felt comfortable. I felt comfortable. My girl made sure we were in a comfortable position. If it probably was a rainy, gloomy day, it probably would have been a whole nother trip for me. But luckily, we got a perfect day, and we had a perfect time together. And actually, the acid trip, I felt like, enhanced my relationship with my lady, to be honest with you. We were already in a really good area in our relationship, but that took it to another level. Like, not too many people can say they tripped with their significant other, and just their significant other. So you get to know more about them. You get to pick their brain in spots that they didn't even know they could expose to people. So that was pretty cool. See, it's so hard to remember exactly everything, but I'm just gonna skip it to the end. So pretty much we started coming down. It was about 5 p.m. and we started around like 8:30ish. Either 8, yeah, I think it was 8:30. We started then, and it pretty much was gone by 5:30. So she was like, let's take a walk. We took a walk down Lakeshore. We almost walked to Navy Pier. So if any of you guys know about South Loop, walking all the way to Navy Pier, we definitely walked pretty far. Like, it was a pretty far walk. And I was kind of drained mentally. Like, mentally, I was just like, I never felt that type of drain in my life. It didn't feel like my body was exhausted. My brain felt exhausted. I didn't feel like thinking about shit. I just wanted to relax. And, we walked the Lakeshore. My brain was on E. I still could do things and shit, but I just didn't feel, up for it. if you know what I mean. I didn't feel up for it. So we walked there. We don't walk all the way to Navy Pier, but we get damn close. We walk back. I'm not gonna lie, my legs were kind of killing me at that point. And I'm pretty, athletic. My legs were like, bruh. Get back in, we kick it. I still was my girl thought I was kind of weird. I was acting kind of weird almost, but no, I wasn't really acting weird. I just felt drained, and she started to understand that. Put on some anime, me and her watched some anime, ate some snacks, tried out this new bong she got me, We just relaxed the rest of the day, but then I woke up the next day feeling amazing. Like, that brain drain shit was gone. As soon as I woke up, I just needed a nap, and I was good. And I didn't feel any more trippiness. Even after the trip was over, like at around 5:30, I still was like zoning in on shit and still seeing a couple patterns here and there. So I was still like, oh shit, like, is this gonna be a forever thing? Like, am I gonna start seeing shit? And I've heard people say, like, you smoke or something, like down the line, you might experience subtle trippage. But, ever since then, I haven't really experienced anything trippage. Like, I analyze things a little bit harder, like surfaces and shit. But honestly, the only change I feel like it made to me, it made me feel more positive. And I'm already a positive person, so it took me up past the meter of feeling positive. And I do believe everybody should try psychedelics, whether that be LSD, shrooms, DMT, whatever. All types of different psychedelics. I feel like you should, if you're ready. That's one thing. If you're ready, and you should be ready, and you should only do it when you're ready, try some psychedelics. If you can get your hands on it, if a friend has it, make sure, y'all got the real deal. Don't just go out here and say, fuck it, I'm about to pop a tab, or I'm about to eat some shrooms and you don't know anything of where this came from, just be safe. Be safe out here. That's all you gotta do. Just be safe. If you got the real deal, you're not gonna die. You're gonna be good. Like I said, I didn't trip out. It was a pretty good time, and you know, I like I said, I suggest anybody try that. So that is my LSD story, and I'm sticking to it. If you like what you saw, go ahead and subscribe, like the video. Tell me about your LSD trip. How did you feel? Did you feel down? Are you thinking about trying LSD? Do the words I just told you right now inspire you to try LSD? Like I said, it's not as bad as you think it is. Just go in, relax, go in with a healthy mind state, go in with the right people too. That matters. Go in with people that you care about and that care about you. Because if you don't, that shit can turn for the worse. All right. Q Talks out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Yo. This is the city. This is the view of where we're at. She's in the bathroom. I'm just out here looking outside and stuff. Just, I don't know what I'm doing really. I'm just looking outside. And I had the need to record this right now, so I'm recording this right now. And I'm gonna keep it recording because I think there's a need for me to be recording this. Kind of sucks because the music just went off when I started recording this. And now I want the music back on, so end the recording.